Interesting. Welcome, everyone. There's a peculiar energy that's already coming through for a general collective reading, but let me do my introduction. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Anonnie's Temple, the Temple of the High Priestess, for the prophecy reading. You can call me Anonnie. I am a tarot reader, a channeler, and intuitive for divine source and Christ consciousness energy, and I am here to deliver the prophecy reading for you all. Very interesting, okay? So what I've decided to do today is some personal readings. I know that it has been quite some time since I have done this for you all, so thank you for your patience, but your girl is here for you today. Page of Swords, Seven of Wands. We already have energy coming through for the general collective, but I'm also here to do personal readings for you all. So how it generally works is how it works for most other channels. I have a Cash App that is simply $Anonnie's Temple. I do readings for $11.11. Ciao. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So if I feel like if somebody's looking for a love reading, now's your time and today's the day. So it really seems here, beloved. But if you're interested in a personal reading, I usually pull several cards because I like to kind of get the energy to all the way go through. You know, I don't want to give you a half-ass reading that's only 3 cards unless that's all the energy that needs to be read. So if you are interested in a personal reading about love, about finances, about your education, about what's next, I'll be happy to do that for you today. Also, I only use Cash App. It's $Anonnie's Temple, but I recognize that sometimes people are in certain financial positions. So I'd be happy to do a mini reading for you as well. You can donate what you can and just put your question in the chat box. So let me grab my phone so we can get started. Okay. Hi, Danny. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So immediately what is coming through was a judgment that was 3 of Swords. So I want to see what this energy is about, especially because we had the Emperor and the Empress show themselves with the 10 of Discs here. And you are being watched by this Emperor. So let's get in our prayer. Hey, Mo. Oh, Daddy says that she missed me. That's so sweet. I've missed you all too. That's so sweet. I know it's been quite some time, and I even feel like my downloads have been not as poignant as they normally are because I've been very invested in the 3D, so to speak. And you know what? It's very important. Yeah, thank you. I've been planning a lot. And as I always tell you, it's important to give some space in between when you are digging into or tapping into the spiritual realm, because we are all still here in the 3D. So, you know, you can't be so much in the spiritual realm that you're not paying your bills or that you're not taking care of your body, right? So it's about having a balance between the two. This man really wants to talk. So I'm going to give him the moment, and I'm going to give him some time here and some space so he can share. But yes, so I've just been very focused on like finishing my degree, finishing projects, things of that sort. And so I feel like when I've been so much in the 3D, it kind of, how do I say, takes my focus in some ways outside of the spiritual. But now I am here ready for you all as the high priestess. The cards are ready. Can you tell? Thank you. Thank you, Danny. The cards are ready. And somebody wants to talk here. A King of Wands wants to talk. A masculine energy is very adamant about speaking right now. So let's tap in. Let's get in our prayer. Glory be to the highest source creator of all things. Thank you, Source One. At the highest frequency of love, we give gratitude to the creator of all things, to the divine masculine and the divine feminine. We give gratitude to the guides, the deities, and the interdimensional beings of benevolence to us and to the original earth angels for the accumulation of our wealths, for the accumulation of love in our life, and for the love of self and for love for others. From this space of knowing, wisdom, and my intergenerational gifts, divine creator of all things, I deliver the prophecy readings for the beloveds of this kind. Thank you, Most High Divine Creator, as I tap into the ethers. I give gratitude for the protection of my energy. I give gratitude for the clarity that I see across my physical, spiritual, and psychic gifts. Most High Divine Creator of all things, I receive your divine messages with clarity. I deliver them with integrity. I speak them as truth, and I feel them with love. Ashe. So let's start out with a collective reading, and then I'll keep an eye out to see if anybody has any personal questions. So I'll keep an eye out on the chat. Okay? Okay, let's get started. Most High Divine Creator, what is the message that you have for me to deliver on this day? Glory be to the Ashe. The Hermit. Very interesting here how they're pointing out on this card. At the top of this next mountain is some type of portal. And I think that this is where you are headed, or this is where you have come from. As though you feel like you have just passed through a threshold, or you've just passed through a portal into somewhere new. And you're still getting your bearings here with the Hermit energy. Either this or someone's trying to go through a portal to get to you. That's also what they're showing me here. Thank you. Yeah, we have the Five of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And the Seven of Wands. Show me Seven of Wands. To the Hierophant here. This first message, this is not the Lover's message, and this is not the Emperor and Empress message. This is different. This is a first message for someone to know that there is a cycle that repeats for them. And that's what this portal here in the Hermit energy is meant to represent. That if you are feeling similar reiterations of conflict and drama showing up in your life, and it is circling around, the divine is asking for you to put your foot down, to stand up for yourself, and to do something that will stop this cycle. Because I feel here that you have done enough self-reflection, or you have done enough. You've spent enough time alone. You've done enough shadow work. And at this point, in some ways, it seems as though the shadow work is a defense, or it seems as though the shadow work is kind of wearing you out, because whoever these people are creating drama and conflict for you, I think they know that your reaction to drama and conflict may be to recede back into yourself or to go back into hermit mode. Instead, they want you to go through this portal, this next portal, where you actually defend yourself by either strength in numbers, or you stand up for yourself instead of receding backward. So let me say it this way. You know how sometimes when there's drama and there's conflict with the Nine of Wands and Five of Wands energy here, as a hermit, you kind of leave that to those people and you disassociate yourself from them. Or when there is drama or conflict, you will recede inward, you will self reflect, or you will keep to yourself until the energy passes by. The Hierophant energy here and the Seven of Wands are guides here, I'm hearing, telling you that you have enough spiritual and physical backing and support to actually stand up for yourself against a group of people who are depending on you, somewhat being either a pushover, so to speak, or being complacent in a way. They see it this way, that you're being complacent because you don't stand up and tell them to stop the bullshit. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. This is a general collective message. I feel here like there's this Five of Wands, Nine of Wands energy that you know how to handle conflict, but it's this energy of like Yoda or the energy of the wise one. You never want to be pushed to the point where you need to actually push back against someone. And I feel here the Hierophant and the Seven of Wands is saying you have enough spiritual and physical prowess and empowerment to push back on someone who is trying to push against you. And I'm hearing that they will recede in and of themselves. Okay, so whatever this Five of Wands energy is here, I feel like it can be easily defeated by you simply standing up and saying, no, that behavior is not okay. Because Nine of Wands energy here does represent your boundaries, and so does Seven of Wands. So let's talk a bit more. I'm going to move this up. Can we have a grid here to tell us more about what's happening to this Hermit energy? I want to say it to you this way as well. Whatever conflict energy this is, I shared that it's a cycle, a repetitive type of conflict or drama that keeps showing up for you. And you have already made it through the portal away from this drama. But what is happening here is they're trying to project, or they, whoever they are, whatever. They're trying to project this energy onto your reality still so that they can try to follow you through the portal. Don't allow it. The way that you close out this portal is by standing up and saying, this is unacceptable. This has been repeatedly happening. They want you to step into your, let's say, reprimanding energy with the Hierophant here. You know how when you talk to the angelic guides or when you talk to your ancestors, they don't only tell you what it is that you want to hear. At times, you know that they can be trusted because they will tell you that something is unacceptable. That's what I'm getting here. You actually carry enough spiritual power and prestige about who you are to push back and say, I said that's unacceptable. Okay? So let me see if I can get any more information here. Yeah, judgment is final. You're allowed to have the final say in a situation without always being so introspective about what is happening for the other person. You see what I mean? I feel here like you don't need to think twice about whatever this conflict is. So let me see if I can get anything else about what this conflict is. Thank you all. Show me what this conflict is under the Hermit, please, Most High. Thank you. Knight of Wands. Under Three of Wands on the fence. Under Five of Wands, please. What's the conflict? Ace of Cups. Show me Nine of Wands. Six of Wands. Interesting. Queen of Swords and the Star. There's an aspect here of what you need to say to stick up for yourself. And I feel here what you need to say is authentic to who you are. I feel here what's happening is someone may be trying to question your authenticity, whether or not you know what it is that you know. With the Queen of Swords and the Star energy here, you're being asked to stick up for yourself to speak up and to announce yourself as this star energy, that your image or who you are is not going to be compromised and it's not going to be questioned by somebody who's still sitting at the bottom of the mountain that you have already made it to the top of. Understand? Three of Wands on the fence here. It's this energy. This is showing up as that portal energy. Like someone wants to try to join you on the other side of the portal, even if it means that they're going to try to bring you down along the way. That's how they think that they'll be able to still be in your energy on the other side of that portal. They're showing me something else here. Okay, let me take a breath because I'm channeling. Whew. Okay, give me just a second. I need to take a breath. Thank you, Creator. They're showing me something else here. You have been accumulating the awards or the rewards from all of these people that have created issues for you. And I feel here like this is another one that's going to bite the dust. Let me show you. You are showing up here as the Hermit. Look at this staff that you have. You see how you have this singular blue staff. This is what you have learned from your own self-reflection, from the own energy you have spent in learning more about who you are, what you stand for. Then here comes this conflict. People who want to question you, people who want to bring drama to you just to see how you will react. And look at all of the different colors of these laser beams from all these different ships. And now look at all of the staffs that you own. And it has been recognized by those around you that people have tried to come up against you, and you have instead collected their staff of wisdom. You have instead collected their gem from all of the types of conflict that they have tried to bring to you. These are people who have tried to attack you, so to speak, from different angles. We have the orange beam, the blue beam, the pink beam, and yet here you are, boldly going in the direction of what brings your heart its greatest wishes and its greatest fulfillment. And now you are collecting staff upon gems, upon another staff with another gem. So the divine wants you to carry this perspective that you are the star energy. You are the, let's say, main character energy here. And what you believe with your thoughts and what you speak unto yourself and unto others is the star energy. It pushes forward the cosmos to reorganize itself. Okay? So this is what they want you to see as the empowerment of your mind and the empowerment of your spoken word. Let me see if there's anything else here. I feel like you need to say to someone, you can't come with me, and I don't stand for this. And I think they're already showing once more, you have the right to do so. Okay. Let me get final messages for this poll. Final messages for this poll, Most High. Thank you. Thank you. We have the Four of Swords. And the World. They're ready to close the message. That's all you needed to hear. You are the magician. Okay? You are the manifester. Do you know how powerful it is to be a Queen of Swords and the magician? This is someone who's able to navigate reality because they understand the rules of the game. And this is how people are seeing you. So you are out there collecting the gems, collecting the stones, going from one level up to the next, going from one mountain up to the next mountain. You are empowered here. This is all they wanted to say. Four of Swords in the World. We're going to close it here. Thank you, Divine. Ashe. All right, y'all. That first channeling was powerful. Hey, Bobby. I see Mo, I see Danny. We have Bobby here. I see Sprinkle. Hey girl. Welcome everybody. Page of Discs and the Sun. I think they have something happy that they want to share. So let's see. Thank you, Divine. Yeah, I'm taking personal questions. You can donate if you can, but if not, that's okay too. You all can put your personal questions in the chat. Thank you all. All right. So let's try another deck. I think I'm going to use the Gold Tarot. The Eight of Wands, Bobby. Yes, it was your message. If it resonates with you, then it's your message. Look at the sun coming out again. Something very positive is incoming here. So let me see. Bobby said, I just wanted you to know. Yeah, it's your message. Okay, I got you. Sprinkle. Yeah, I mean, you don't need me to know if it's your message. You need to know if it's your message, right? You don't need me to know who it is. Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? I'm getting a whiff of cannabis. Is somebody here smoking cannabis? I just got a huge whiff of that. Bobby, if you love connecting, you should donate to the channel. That's the best way to connect, don't you know? Yes. So what's your question, Sprinkle? What can I help you with? I'm hearing the name Chastity. All right, so Sprinkle says, what is going on in Nico's head as far as I am concerned? I think he went back to his kid's mom and just led me on the whole time. Gotta love those breadcrumbs. Oh, sis. Yeah, you're showing up as a Queen of Swords here too. Let's talk about it. It's so funny how you bring that up because I was doing a couple of readings this week about this like masculine energy that kept going back and forth. And listen, breadcrumbing it's a thing that happens, but let's see if this is what happens for you. So let me tap in. Most High Divine Creator of all things, thank you for the messages that I receive on this day to support Sprinkle. Let me tap into the ethers and provide a message of clarity, truth, and love for Sprinkle. On this day, Sprinkle would like to know what is going on in Nico's head. If he has gone back to his kid's mother, and if Nico was just breadcrumbing Sprinkle. May you provide us clarity on this day to the highest and greatest good of my own and to all, and to the harm of none. Ashe. Okay. Can you see? Here we go. Show me what happened here. I'm gonna speak out and just say what's coming through in the downloads, and then I'm gonna read the cards here. I feel like with the Hermit and the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Swords here, I don't think that this person likes themselves that much. And I feel here that they ended up retreating back to themselves because they felt I don't know if it was like they were afraid to disappoint you, or they felt like for themselves, they couldn't hold up something anymore. I feel here this person has this energy of like, when you spend too much time with someone, he started to become afraid that you would see who he really is. And he was afraid that you would start to see behind this mask that he is carrying. There are things here that he hasn't told you, and that could be why this person has a particular mating ritual. I'm hearing that he has a particular mating ritual where he comes in pretty hot and heavy, or he tries to move things along very quickly because he's afraid that if something lasts more than 3 weeks or 3 months, I am hearing that you will start to see truly who he is behind the mask. So this person is only someone who feels comfortable leaving 2 swords behind. He doesn't want you to see the rest of the 5 of swords that he carries towards his own self. Let me see. Thank you. 8 of swords, 3 of swords. This is what I want to say to you, Sprinkle. I know that it may not fully register because when we're the person who's maybe getting ghosted, or when we're the person who feels like they're being left behind, we can internalize it and think that there was something wrong with us. But that is not what is happening here. This man is so stuck in his own head. It's like he doesn't think that he even deserves nice things. And so this really doesn't have anything to do with you. This has to do with how he feels about himself. With the 7 to the 8 of swords to the 3 of swords. Show me. Ace of Pentacles here to the Lovers. But I feel like I don't know necessarily if he went back to another woman. It's not looking like he has. It is literally looking like this person put up a show at the beginning of when you were together with this Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers, but they cannot hold up that show any longer. It's like the show cannot be produced anymore. Ace of Pentacles to the Lovers here. 9 of Cups, Page of Swords reversed. Give me a second. Thank you. 6 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. And let me get one more for the 3 of Swords here. Thank you. And then I'm going to ask for advice, okay? The Death card tried to pop out. 3 of Swords, please. Yeah, 5 of Swords. That's what I said. 5 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles here. I would tell you that this person is not ready. They weren't ready for the commitment, or they may have just had a lot of like future faking that they may have been doing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this like happened to you. But again, they're saying that this person is their own worst enemy. That even if you are the ripest peach that is on the tree, this person doesn't even think that they deserve to eat peaches. They're struggling with their self-esteem and their self-respect, I'm hearing. They also feel like they have a long way to go with the 9 of Wands here and the 6 of Wands. Like they have a long way to go to actually having enough self-esteem. They're still really hard on themselves. They still beat themselves up about who they are or maybe their past. They have like an internal dialogue that says that they don't deserve nice things. 6 of Wands is accomplishments, recognition. This person is caught up thinking that they don't deserve it. Page of Swords reversed in the 9 of Cups. So I feel like mostly their spirit guides or their spirit team wants you to know that it doesn't have anything to do with you. This person actually talked themselves out of what they actually want with you. So you're still in contact and you said, how does he feel, if anything, about you? Okay, let me see. Let me try the Dragon Tarot. How does Nico feel about Sprinkle, if anything, at this time? Because they're still in contact. Does he take a long time to respond to you? He takes a long time to pick out cards here. Look at this. He takes a long time. Okay. Let me get one more, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is what I will say with the King of Swords and the Eight of Swords again, and you're showing up as the Queen of Coins here. So this masculine, like I said, he is really struggling with his thoughts here. Maybe that's why he takes a long time to respond, or maybe that's why he feels more comfortable creating distance instead of taking the initiative with the Emperor energy here and being upfront. And I think that it's because he knows that he's not exactly in the Emperor energy yet. So for how he feels about you, I got the Six of Coins and the Eight of Coins. I think that he would be willing to make things work, but they want you to be aware that this man in and of himself is still a work in progress. Okay? He's still a work in progress. And so this will be a relationship where there will be give and take financially. So I don't think that this person will necessarily be able to take care of you or to give to you everything that you deserve just yet, because they're still working on growing up and taking accountability for themselves as the Emperor. Okay? So let me get overall advice, and then I'm going to close this out for you, Sprinkle, okay? You are showing up here as a couple with the King and the Queen of Coins, but the issue here is finances. Okay? Final messages here for Sprinkle Most High regarding her relationship with Nico. 2 or 3 cards, please. Final messages. What does he take, like 2 or 3 days to get back to you? That's what I'm talking about. Let me put this back and I'm going to try again. Sorry about that, Divine. Ay, Dios. King of Wands and just a blank card. Can I have one more, please, for the final messages? Thank you. King of Wands to the King of Pentacles. And then he gave me the symbology card here. So, the final message is, I think that he is maturing. I'm not sure of what age range that the both of you find yourselves within, but this is giving a man who is in his late 20s to maybe mid 30s. And he's transitioning from this mindset of like when you're in college or when you feel like you have your entire life ahead of you with the King of Wands here. Maybe like not necessarily being a player, but I feel like this man is recognizing that he is aging. And what comes along with that aging is realizing he also needs to mature and secure himself financially. Yeah, you said, yeah, he's 27. Yeah. I think he's going through a lot mentally because with the relationship that you two are trying to create, he knows that he can't be a King of Wands. He needs to bridge the gap between him being a King of Wands into him being a King of Pentacles. Okay? Final messages, Dragon Tarot. How can this benefit Sprinkle? I want to talk about that. How can this benefit Sprinkle if it can? Final messages. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So this is what I'll tell you. Okay. I think in the beginning of this connection that you have with this person, you may go out on dates, so to speak, that are either free or relatively inexpensive. And it's going to be up to you if you feel like that feels worth it to you. Okay? What they're showing me here for you is the Temperance and the 10 of Cups, excuse me. Temperance and 10 of Cups. So, if you want to have patience for this person to grow up with the Page of Swords and the Chariot, it may work out. It can turn into a 10 of Cups between the two of you, but you're showing up here as the Queen of Cups with the 2 of Swords. There are going to be times where you're going to be unsure, where you're going to have to say, you know what, like, I'm not sure. You're going to have to weigh your options. Or there may even be times where there are stalemates in your conversation because we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands here. Okay, this is the two of you talking back and forth. One of you may respond emotionally. One of you may respond more passionately. Okay, so I think there will be times when this person says things that may make you feel a bit unsure about the connection. But again, if you are willing with the Page of Swords and the Chariot to wait it out, I think that this can turn into a long-term connection. Okay? That's what I'm seeing for you in this person, all right? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. The cards are fine. Okay? All right. I hope that was helpful, Sprinkle. She said, he's annoying, yeah. You said, yeah, I don't care about money. Oh, I don't know, girl. You're welcome, Sprinkle. Love, love. Thank you for supporting me and supporting the channel. Yeah, I don't know, girl, because like money may matter when you get a little bit older, or when you're first dating, money may not matter, but when you come together, you know, you want to make sure that there's also that financial security. I just have to say that, you know, for me looking out for you. Okay. All right. Let me grab this that fell out on the floor. Yeah, 2 of Coins. I think there may end up being a lot of like juggling, okay, with finances. But again, it seems like it may work. Thank you. Yes, you're right, Bobby. This is the new earth with us helping each other. I was just, you know, thinking about this and pondering about this the other day, where, you know, all of these businesses, all of these people that have entangled the energy of money and prosperity and love with like degradation, that is not going to last. You know, like connecting the energy of money and love to fear, it's not going to last. Like in the new earth and the age of Aquarius, you have to be honest and authentic. And then that's where the true wealth is going to come in and flow to you. Thank you all. All right, so let's see. Any other questions in the chat? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Love is going to outlast everything. It really does. I know it's very cheesy and like, I don't know, like frou or whatever, but really love is one of the most empowering and strong, like strong-willed, persevering emotions out there. Like some of the ways that I've made it through the toughest times in my life is because I felt in love with Source. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, Sprinkle says, love is all that I have ever wanted. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me grab my, as I see the 2 of Cups here. Let me grab my computer charger, okay? And if you all have a question, I would like one. You sent a donation? Sure, Mo. Let me grab my computer charger and I'll get to it. Put your question in the chat. All right. It's so nice to see you all back here again. It is. It's so nice to connect with you again. All right, let's see here. Mhm. All right, I got you, Mo. Thank you so much. It's all appreciated. So, what's on your mind, Mo? What's going on? I'm sensing a bit of urgency. What's going on with you? Like some family issues? Mm-hmm. Mo said, "What is really going on? I know things change for a reason." Mm-hmm. Things do change for a reason. That's true. And it's wild how sometimes, like, you don't even see those reasons for like months or for years. But then when you're able to look back and you see that's why something had to change, it gives you so much more meaning. But I know when you're going through it, it could be tough, especially if you're an earth sign, Mo. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Hmm. It's like we have such a small fraction of the perspective of everything that's happening in the cosmos, about how all of the planets are aligning, all the way down to how nature supports us and moves in symbiosis through an ecosystem that loves us. You know, it's like there are so many things that work together so that we can even breathe the air that we have every single day. Yeah, you're a Capricorn. Come on, Mo. You know I'm psychic. You know I'm psychic. Well, do you have a specific question, Mo, or you were just donating? Okay, yeah, Eight of Wands, whatever comes out for you. Sure. Do you like the Cosmic Family Tarot? Do you like this one, Mo? I want to use the Cosmic Family Tarot for you, and I'm also going to use Joie de Vivre because we have Eight of Wands at the bottom of this deck too. Okay, let's do our prayer. Thank you, Most High Divine Creator of all things. Glory be to Source One. I'm hearing something about like the grass seeming like it was greener on another side, but now you can kind of have the wisdom to see now that that's not always the case. It's this energy of like not all that glitters is gold, but I'm seeing here that it may have seemed like someone tried to act like being somewhere else or being with them or doing something with them or by what they told you to do was going to make your grass greener or it was going to like increase your bank account, but it didn't actually do that. I feel like I want you to know from this energy that they're sharing with me right here that it's no fault of your own that someone was a scam artist. Did this happen to you? Was there a scam artist over the past year or 2 years, they're telling me? They want you to like release any type of cord or like shame or anything about that because they're saying that the actions of man are not reflections of yourself. They're not always reflections of yourself, but actually reflections of them and what they're carrying. And when you have scam artists in this way who try to prey on people's innocence, I'm getting that this could have even been a son of yours. I don't know if this is someone that you're connected to in your family that was trying to like nickel and dime you or something like this. But they're sharing that even if it seems that this person is blood, like flesh and blood or something like this, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's something of your own self that needs to change because they decided to act this way towards you. Okay. I don't know if like maybe you've been Queen of Swords, like maybe you've been holding on to that or something. Yeah, Temperance here. They're telling me to relax for a minute. What they were sharing with me is that the issue, or when people actually take on the blueprint or the archetype of a scammer in their lifetime, what they don't, or what others don't realize, is they're never successful because they always have to scam. And they end up being in that trap themselves that becomes their own inner, they want me to say hell, that ends up being to their own detriment, because once they scam, they can't get out of it. And they want me to tell you here that they hope for there to be some sense of hope and gratitude that you were able to get out of it. Okay? All right. Let me take a minute there. That one kind of got me a bit hot. Okay. Most High Divine Creator of all things, thank you for your messages on this day. Divine Creator, Source One, at the highest frequency of love, I receive your messages with clarity. I deliver them with integrity, and I feel them with love. Yeah, we have strength here. You've had to overcome a lot. I even feel here like you, over the past 2 years, you may have noticed your body thickening a little bit. And this may be like fat and muscles. They don't want this to be from any place of insecurity. They want you to know that if you have gained weight or your body has become thicker over the years, it's a reflection of your thickened boundaries. It's a reflection of your groundedness and stability, so that you're not showing up as physically frail in any type of way. They're showing me this, but I do not say this in a way to talk about your body. They want to know that the reflection of what you have been through, what you have withstood over the past couple of years, is also reflected in your body, and this should be a source of confidence and strength for you. Okay? Any messages that can come out for Mo at this time? Thank you, Divine. The World. For some reason, I think that's it. I don't know if that's exactly what you needed to hear, but they did send me one other message. I don't know if it's... She says, girl, the thickness looks good. There you go. All right, Mo. That's what I'm talking about. I'm hearing here with strength that you may I don't know if you're considering adopting a pet or adopting another pet, or there may also be a familiar animal that is showing up around where you live. You're being encouraged to either adopt that pet or to leave out some food for that pet or something like this, because there's a spirit animal, or there's an animal that has a particular type of spirit to them that would love to connect with you. Anything else for Mo at this time, Most High? I know you gave the World card, but anything else? Justice, that's it. Usually I give longer readings, but I think that's it for you, Mo. They want you to know that whatever you've been through, and it really seemed like it tipped the scales where people were taking advantage of your kindness. And I really feel like there's something here about money and scamming. Know that they are getting theirs. They want you to know that whatever was taken is being returned to you, and it is also being returned purified and cleansed so that you can fully inhabit it and enjoy it. The scales are being balanced for you here. I'm hearing with some particular situation, you've been through enough, and this has been recognized on the other side. Okay? Yeah, Page of Swords and the Hermit. You've been through enough with it. Okay? Okay, Mo, I think that's all that I have for you. Let me try Joie de Vivre. I'll see if anything else comes out, okay? Ooh, I suddenly felt like a bit of vertigo or something. Like I feel here like this has been stressing you out so much that maybe you've been like having dizzy spells or having vertigo, something like this. If that ends up happening, I want you to have discernment that it's connected to this situation. Okay? All right, they said that's enough. Okay. Joie de vivre. Any messages for Mo at this time? Thank you, Creator. Okay. Yes, they are expanding on this. These people, whoever they are, they're under judgment. And that's why they want you to know that the world and the justice card are here for you. But whoever did this to you, they are under judgment. They want you to know that this is coming to a close as well. Like you've had to really hunker down and like withstand something here. The Chariot, you're moving on. And they want you to know that a part of the justice here is that you're leaving those people where they are at to stew in their own energy. You know, sometimes like what I want to say here is a situation happens and it's like we want revenge or we want to see them crumble, that type of thing. But I feel here this best revenge that's happening for you is the fact that you're not around that bullshit anymore. And they're the ones who have to eat their own bullshit every day. Okay? They're under judgment here while you have been set free into the justice energy. You're showing up here as the Hermit and the Emperor. Whatever it was that you had going on with them, you would actually be more successful and you are more empowered and you have more, how do I want to say this? Like leadership or empowerment. You would do better on your own. The Hermit and the Emperor, you're actually more powerful on your own instead of trying to spread your power without a group. It's like you're meant to be the one calling the shots. That's where you're meant to be. That's your position. Okay? And that's what you are moving forward towards. You're the one who is at the top calling the shots. Okay? Final messages, please. Final messages for Mo. One card. The Hierophant tried to come out. Yeah. That's the message for you, Mo. This deck is already done talking. It has said it several times. Okay, so that's the message for you from the Cosmic Tarot. Final messages, Joie de vivre. They're pointing out a Queen of Swords in particular. They want you to know, I don't know if somebody spoke nasty to you or tried to act like, you know what? Give me a second. Sorry. Okay, this is what they want you to know. From this situation, you may be carrying a particular thing that someone said about you. You know, when someone says something about who we are and it kind of like it hits at a sensitive point or it may be a little triggering. You may be carrying what this person said about you as a burden and it's not yours to carry anymore because what they said was actually them projecting their insecurities at you. Six of Coins and the Seven of Cups is someone handing something to you that comes from their own sense of confusion. So it's like they can't carry what they feel about themselves, how confused they feel about all the smoke and mirrors they create in their own life. So they wanted to try to project it at you. They want you to know that whatever this person has said about you, it's weak. And it's coming from their own place of a bruised ego. That's where they're speaking from. So don't take it seriously. Don't take it to heart. It's their own projection, and you are moving forward with justice and the Chariot, victory and fairness. Okay? There you go. How was that, Mo? Did that resonate for you? I hope that was helpful. Here we go. Danny said I can resonate with this message too. Yeah. Mo said everything was done behind my back. I don't think I will ever know what happened. I think that's also why they showed the strength in the world card here. For you to actually create closure with it. Yeah. For you to create closure with it, even though you may not know what happened. Okay, good. Miss Mo said it makes sense from what she gathered. Okay. All right, hope that was helpful. Okay. All right, y'all. So it seems like that is everyone, and we've been here for almost an hour. You're welcome. You're welcome. But it's been lovely to connect with you all again because I have missed you. You know, I sometimes when I do the lives, I don't keep the chat open so I can focus because sometimes a lot of spam can come through. And so I'll try to keep the chat open a bit more so that we can all connect when I do the live readings, okay? Thank you. All right, y'all. So thank you for your donations and thank you for your support always. Thank you for joining me at the Temple of the High Priestess. You can call me Anonnie. I hope that you have enjoyed your prophecy readings on this day. Let's close out the energy of this reading. I close the portals and the energies that I've been connecting to. I close the portals that I have been peering and looking within and through. And as such, I call my energy back to me, detached, brilliant, and cleansed. Glory be to the highest creator of all things and gratitude to thee, to the highest and greatest good of all, and to the harm of none I deliver these prophecies. Thank you, Source One. Ashe. All right, y'all. So I will see you in the next one, and y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you. Have a good week. Bye.